afternoon, those who drink. How are you guys today?
We're very good, thank you.
Fantastic.
Can you
Very
introduce
strong.
yourselves and tell us what you each play?
Yes, I'm Josh. I play guitar and I do the vocals in the band. And what else? I play a lot of instruments, keyboard, synth, all that fun stuff.
What a guy.
That's me.
I'm Cooper. I do drums and nothing else.
You sing a bit, it's okay.
Yeah.
So, on your YouTube channel, you cover bands like All Time Low and Panic at the Disco. Were these bands kind of like influential on making you guys want to start music, or is it something you guys always wanted to do?
Yeah, absolutely. We always grew up watching All Time Low straight to DVD, live shows of kind of Panic and seeing especially how Brendan sort of expresses through live performance. It was definitely something that made us want to put on a good show and make fun music.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, you guys started a few years ago. What would you say were the biggest obstacles when you guys first started out?
Obstacle number one is my phone going off during interviews. Always felt like that was a bit of a kill of the vibe. No, obstacles. Well, I mean, we're really young, and I mean, we are still really young and new to the Perth music scene and new to just all these older people. It can be a bit intimidating, and sometimes people can't really take us seriously. So I think that was the biggest obstacle, not being able to play a wider range of venues, such as over 18 venues and, you know, all that stuff, because we were under the age of 18.
Probably also being two people. You know.
Yeah.
There's two of us. No one does that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
when we get to a venue, we have to explain that we don't actually have a bass player. We don't actually have a guitarist.
and we do all our own sound too, so the entire live situation has always been us, so it's a tough thing being two people, but I think it puts on
And it's
Makes
a
you
cool
stand
show.
out a bit, though, as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's fun. We wouldn't add another member.
Yeah. No, I mean, much to everyone's disappointment, the amount of times we've been told, yeah, you guys would be great if you just had like one more member. No, one or two more.
No, we're happy as two people, and we're trying to make the show as much about entertaining as two people rather than trying to make up for a bigger sort of band.
Yeah. You guys talked about venues. You played in Hyperfest with your venue.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
So, how is that different to playing like other venues?
Well, it was a different vibe altogether, being a festival and having multiple bands play at the same time. It was really cool. It was our first festival we played in Perth, and I think it was a good time.
Yeah, I mean, you get people who listen to bands like North Lane and like, you know, a lot heavier stuff, sort of walking around and being like, oh, who are these guys? But yeah, it's interesting to get a variety of people there, and yeah, I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a spliffing time. It was really cool.
Awesome.
So you guys are growing a fan base, and recently you set up an email list. Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
So do you think it's important for bands to like connect to their fans and try and get that information out there like that?
Well, I mean, the fan base is what makes the band. A band's really nothing without its fans, and we tried to think of a way, rather than connecting to a broad audience through Facebook and Twitter, of directing the fans and saying, you guys are special, we're going to give you a little something extra
Definitely.
for being
I
there.
mean, we set that up for the people who are like all in with us, the people who like watch everything we do, you know, the people who want to get that exclusive content. We want to be giving them like nice things, you know, we want to treat them well, give them some nice little prizes, some discounts, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Exclusive content.
yeah, no, I think it's important to have a direct way of communicating with them. If something ever happened with Facebook or Twitter where, you know, your posts don't get seen anymore, or just anything, you know, you made to pay for posting or whatever, I just like to have the backup with email. And I think it's a classic, you know, good old emails.
It's fun,
It's
yeah.
like, what do we do next? Send letters out to them.
I like that, yeah.
Put a stamp on it.
Okay, I'm gonna slither my way. My legs are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I slipped.
What
Sorry, I'm
what
down
a
here.
feat.
Hey.
So you guys released Luminary in 2014 and also some songs last year. What was like kind of the creative processes behind making the songs?
Behind like sort of all of our songs.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of like the whole creative process.
Yeah,
A long one, I'd say.
always been
I mean, we started out very much like with influences all over the place. So really, for the past 3 years or so, we've just been experimenting every day. That does mean it takes a little longer in the studio because we don't come in with a set idea of what we're doing. We kind of just come in with the idea that we want to make something that we like, and we hope other people will like it too. So I mean, it's a weird process. It's a lot of late nights, a lot of pizza,
Lots of pizza.
a lot of 2 a.m. You know.
What are we doing here? Trying to make music. I just see pizza boxes everywhere, and I'm like crying. What's going on?
The computer isn't even turned
Yeah.
on, man. We don't even have a guitar. Are we a band here, or are we just two brothers
Who eat?
Those who eat.
Those
No,
who eat.
yeah, it's a very weird experience, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I like it, and it means we make music that we enjoy, and it's actually genuinely what we want to do. We're not just trying to say, okay, let's make a pop punk song. We're just setting out with no boundaries and just making music.
From start to finish, we always think, well, what's our audience going to hear, and what's going to show our personalities, and what's going to really give them a taste of who we are live and in the studio, and what will sort of make them happy when we release.
And we're still so new, like, this is our, like, we've had one EP, one single, so we're still very much in the experimental phase, I'd say. Just
Very
trying everything out, trying to
I noticed you guys put some like electronic elements to your songs as well.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we're experimenting a lot more with that. We've been geeking out and buying more synthesizers and sort of software synths, and really just trying to push the boundaries of what a sort of alternative band can do with
Definitely.
these different
I mean,
instruments.
it's confusing for radio stations. It's like, do we go on the mainstream station? Are we on the alternative, like, Triple J stations? It's like, what are we? I don't know, but, like, yeah, we make music that we like listening to, so that could mean it's a country song with some EDM in it. That could mean it's a rock song with some smooth jazz in it. It happens.
He's not wrong. I can't deny there's some smooth jazz.
So talking about making music, you guys have been hinting at some upcoming music, like Life Design kind of thing going around.
Told them, Josh.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, Josh.
You got a name drop there.
Can you tell us anything about that?
Say nothing.
Be excited. be schmapred.
Look, we've been working for probably half a year or more on this project. It started out nothing like what it is now. In half a month it'll be nothing like what it was today. It's growing, but we will release it. We're not going to say what it is. We're not going to say what it sounds like. You know, it could be anything. Could be a book. It's not a book.
But it could be.
But look, yeah. Wait, it's coming is all I'll say. What do you say, Josh? It's coming?
Yeah, it's on its way.
Okay, something for your fans to look forward to.
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And look, I'll say in a few months. How's that sound?
And in a few months we'll be dropping hints and giving them sort of everything we've been building up to and more. So it'll be fun.
So being brothers, is there pros and cons to being a band with each other?
Yeah, my womb boy right here.
That's me.
Yeah.
Same room.
Sometimes we identify as womb boy 1 and womb boy 2. We come from there.
I've never had that happen, but sure, yep.
Yeah.
No, we do, yep.
I do it at least. There are pros and cons. I think definitely the pros is we're always, especially we're young, we still live in the same house together and we work all the time together. He works a full-time job, I work too, but then when we get home we're able to spend late nights together and not have to worry about getting each other home and worrying about all that stuff. And I mean, it's also a fun promotional point. We're brothers, we spend all the time together, and we know each other like no one else does. Then cons. There are any cons.
Cons. Well, where do I begin, Josh? Where do I begin?
He actually had a dream that we were doing an interview and I kept interrupting him. So that's like something that could happen and we're like bickering over here.
Well, do we fight though? Like, I don't know.
We don't really fight, no.
Cons. Okay.
Why
let's
would
see.
womb boys fight with each other?
I'm not sure, Josh. Let me think. Alright, the cons. Annoying. Terrible music taste.
Cool.
Don't get along.
I'm
Fight
taking
every day. Terrible person all around.
Okay, I'll take it.
Why are we in a band together? You know, like, I don't even like him. I'd say that's about it for that one, yeah. What would you say?
He snores sometimes.
Oh, it's awesome.
We've shared beds multiple times. That's all I have to say.
It's a good experience. I mean, we're very much similar. We are brothers. We share maybe a bit of DNA in there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Just
But
a bit.
yeah, it means that we actually can agree on things. Yeah, I feel like if we introduce another member, it'd be really hard to agree on stuff. We'd be like sharing a thought pattern. We wouldn't even have to talk. We'd just communicate in our brains, and they wouldn't know what was happening. So, unless we had a triplet, I'd say we're sticking with 2 people.
That's right.
So, I know you guys are still new, but is there any like funny moments or incidents that you've happened by playing live or making music or anything?
Oh boy.
There's a lot of incidents playing live. So we're 2 people and we rely very heavily on technology to sort of give the show a big boost and give it a full sound. And
Which already is a terrible idea. Don't do that. Don't rely on technology.
no, it's not terrible, but you know, when it works, it's awesome. When it doesn't work, it's terrible. So
Look, I've tried to burn my laptop before. I've tried to set it on fire after a show. I didn't follow through with it, but
I've had to
look.
stop him. No, but like that's the thing. Funny moments at shows. I use a wireless pack, and at one point we were about to play, and we sound checked guitars. Everything was good, but right as I was about to go on, I tested it through the wireless, and my guitar just busted. So I was like, shit. Got to use one of the other band's guitars, and I had my wireless pack there, and every probably 30 seconds, the wireless pack would just slip out, and I'd be like, try to, because we jump around so much, and I mean, it's pretty hard to have a little tail on you with this heavy little object. And then, like, you know, our sample tracks have screwed up. We've had guitar amps just bust.
I'd say my funny moment, not so funny for me, more nightmare fuel for
You had a
me.
fan fall on you at a show.
Yeah, let's just clarify, we're not talking about the human fan. We're not talking about one of those Who Dream fans falling on me.
No.
That didn't happen. But it was a rotating metallic fan.
Literal fan,
You know, like
yeah.
an actual fan. So, picture this. It's a dramatic intro, right? We're a dramatic band. We're trying to be really cool. Everyone's like, you know, probably wearing sunglasses. We're just cool guys, right?
Cool
Everything's
guys.
really dramatic. Set the scene. Big bass. It's really cool, alright? And I'm like, everyone get ready. So I've got my drumsticks ready, and I'm like, are you ready for this? And then the song builds up and builds up and builds up. I'm like, are you ready? I'm gonna hit the cymbals. And then I do this, and the fan behind me just falls on me. I have to stop the track, and I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. I know that was really cool, but I have to stop it.
And I was there meantime, like, I was still in the dramatic mode, so I was like, meanwhile, this chaos is happening behind me. My brother's
And
been
keep in mind,
annihilated by a fan.
This was our first show.
Oh no.
This is not the way you want to start your first show. So, HQ, look, I'm sorry. I know I broke your fan. Please don't charge me for that. I'll buy you another one.
It was a fun
Sorry.
show, but like little things that happen during it is mainly technology screwing up. But we make the best of it. I mean, like sing covers while we wait for the text to sort of.
Yeah,
Get it
we had a show
going.
where the backing tracks just didn't work, which is chaotic. So we were just like, look, let's play some 21 Pilots covers. They'll like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
21 Pilots, much like your band, the way it's
2 people, yeah, absolutely.
and they've definitely made it work. So
Yeah.
you reckon you can maybe try?
Absolutely, and they've been a huge influence lately for us, especially since they've taken off and they've hit mainstream media. And so yeah, we're always watching how they execute their live shows, what little elements they put into it, and how they make a concert an experience with only 2 people.
And like, it's, I don't know, I like we've always been inspired by the way they share like their music with the fans and how it's all to do with the fans. It's
Interactive, it's not like a brick wall between the fans and the band.
And like the
It's all
idea
together.
of saying something in the song that's actually like helping people and that's actually inspiring, that's something we've been, you know, trying to hone in on.
Yeah,
get
no,
ideas
it's
from.
nice. Just relate with the fans and show them that you're not this big sort of unreachable thing. You're a person like them, and everyone goes through stuff.
Because the fans is what makes it work, so obviously.
Exactly, yeah. And we're always trying to make an effort to reply to every fan mail, sort of reply to every email, all the Instagram posts and all that. We try to make them feel loved.
So what do you hope people take away from your live shows then?
We hope they say that was something I'd never seen before. So we're always trying to push the boundaries of what a venue can kind of hold and what people go in expecting. We try and totally throw that expectation out the window and give them something totally new that they've never seen before, and it gives them a reason to come back and go like, wow, you know, this band was incredible, we have to see them next time we play here.
Yep, he got it. He summed it up.
That's it.
He's done it.
And finally, if you could completely change your genre for one song, what would it be?
Please, can we make a country song, Josh?
I was
please?
just gonna say that. It's either completely change. Yeah, either a country song, because I personally really don't like country music, so I'd do pretty much the entire thing ironically. So that would be fun. But either that or a K-pop song. I feel like that would be. I can't speak Korean at all, but you know, there's some fun stuff in there.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
You can check out Those Who Dream on their YouTube channel and find their music on Spotify and iTunes. Yes.
Thank you guys.
On top of the world, yeah, thanks to you.